So this is a little more continuation. It's that sense of accomplishment and drive for accomplishment, and physical connection and relationships, feeling other feelings of feeling good, and then developing that. It starts at a young age. It's very rare, and it's very difficult to switch when you're already in the work world. And you're already in the work world, you're basically, that's it. Where you're at is where you're at. And that mindset you have is pretty much set in. So, some people you'll notice is that they just have, great relationships, great energy about them, great confidence, great attitude, great life, they're abundant, they have things. Even if their job sucks, they're still enjoying their life. So this kind of mentality, it starts at a young age with one thing: implementing confidence. Because accomplishments only come when you have the drive and the courage to try something new. So if you don't have the confidence to try something new, you're not going to do anything, and you're not going to feel a feeling of accomplishment outside of the norm. Because when you feel special about doing something, like writing this book, you feel really good about it. No, I did this, all this information I learned down on a piece of paper. You read it, you'll learn so much, and it will change anyone's freaking perspective on anything. I feel so good about that. But playing sports, wanting to win the championship, it's an accomplishment. Yeah, it does instill confidence, but it's not like that outside of the boundaries. Every high schooler is trying to win a championship. Every sports team's trying to win the championship. So that's not really like an accomplishment, but it starts when parents are implementing confidence at a young age. When they're instilling, instead of saying you're broke right now, you have no money, you're nothing at all, you have to learn everything, you can't do anything right now, you're nothing, you have to go to college, you have to get a degree, you can't even have an opinion unless you have a degree, otherwise you're just nothing. That's how my parents approach, and that's a lot of parents approach, especially I feel like Irish American, just you're nothing, you're broke, you gotta do you gotta do the work, you gotta work hard, you gotta do everything. But a lot of parents don't have to do that because they have a good amount of money, so they feel like they don't have to stress their kids out about finance so much, because that's really the thing. Biggest fear for most parents
that slight right toward Hadley Road.
The biggest fear for most parents that aren't super financially well off is that their kid's not going to be making money when they get out of college or when they get into the work world. So they instill that fear that they have into their kid, and then that kid has no ways of doing anything about it except just kind of hoping that works out. And so the other approach is to, kind of be open, have an open mind as a parent. Be have just kind of more chill, relaxed mindset, and kind of realize that they're not going to make any money or enjoy their life if they don't have any goals to want to set out to accomplish. And that is kind of the way it works.
Slight right toward Hadley Road, then slight right onto Hadley Road.
So, yeah, this is, it's very easy too. It's very easy to instill this kind of confidence. It's just don't be
turn left onto Corporate Boulevard.
Just don't be super judgmental. We're so judgmental. Your kid tells us something and we're just instantly judging. Or at least that's my dad, but a lot of other parents too. They're like, that's terrible, don't do that, that's horrible, don't do that, that's terrible, don't do that, that's terrible, don't do that. And then over time you start just being like, I'll just keep my mouth shut. I just won't accomplish anything. I won't set out to do anything. I'll just do whatever. And then you're going to get into depression. Because girls don't want to be around you. They might, even if you're attractive, you're good looking.
Corporate Boulevard.
There's other guys that are attractive and good looking that have accomplishments and have more attitude, better attitude. And, usually by the time the guy gets into the feeling of depression, they're usually not well off financially, so then they have to have a huge stress about that, and they're already in the work world, they're already a man, so now they're like, oh my god, I just gotta focus on money. So they're in a 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden 10 years go by, and they're still just same kind of mentality, same kind of aspect, haven't accomplished anything. The only biggest
In 800
accomplishment
feet, turn right onto Corporate Court.
biggest accomplishment they have in life is just having that paycheck come in every month or every year. And
Turn right onto Corporate Court, then turn left.
so yeah, it's so sad because it's so easy to instill this sense of infinite abundance that we all have as being our own co-creators, creating things ourselves. And that is the way that
Turn left.
a lot of men have gone. You know, we have done the broken out of that, just having accomplishments, fulfilling a 9 to 5, and that's it. So because women will settle for that, you know, obviously there's not like that many of these guys that are like millionaires doing things Jeff Bezos style. So yeah, it's something that can be caught at a young age. Otherwise, that's really just gonna be the way it is. There's gonna be no real improvement, and there's gonna just be another man that's really not a man, really just a boy doing what mommy tells you. But it comes with that sense of,
Head southeast.
I got this, I can do this, I got, you know, like that kind of mentality, that confidence. If it's not there, you know, it's gonna be tough to be like get yourself set financially, because if you don't haven't accomplished anything, you're just gonna have a ton of doubt. Doubt is gonna be the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of anything you want to do that might have got yourself out of that comfort zone and get into that mindset of like, oh, you know, like that man, like I'm doing this, like I'm down to do this. So then so yeah, just instilling that confidence at a young age, but understand that most men, we don't have that super confidence. We don't have that sense of accomplishment and going out there and do it. It took me so long to even make YouTube videos, and I'm even talking about all the stuff that I'm talking about. So, you know, it's extremely interesting, touchy subject, human psychology. Plus, what we're really not sure about, what's really going on Earth, so it's tough. But the good news is, guys, is that, you know, now the good guys are the apex predators of the Earth. We have taken over, and now there's going to be a huge shift in the next few years from toxic masculinity running the Earth, fake toxic masculinity, because men never have run the Earth as long as, you know, this monetary system's been alive. There's always been the secret hand running the show, and men are really just children that have been trained either productively or to be totally useless. To most men have no ethical code at all, and we don't want to blame them. You know, that's all just ingrained in us in school. You go to school. I went to marketing school, got a degree in marketing. All I learned is that all that matters is profit in business. That's basically all I learned. Profit's the only one thing that matters. Only thing you really want to accomplish in life is more profit. That's the only thing you really want. So you can have more, so your kids can be well off financially, because, you know, that's our number one obsession. Having a nice little reflection of ourselves that we can play with, like a little girl playing with dolls. You know, it's really adorable, but, you know, it's a really great experience. So, you know, enjoy it. And, you know, be open-minded. Go push yourself for that thing. Do that habit, that new 5D Earth habit that you've been thinking about. And now we can kind of really focus in. And, like, for me at least, 2024, I'm going to become a totally different person. I'm going to become the really hardworking person that I was always didn't want to be, because I was like, I'm not going to work hard for a system that's destroying its own planet. I don't see any reason to do that. I'm not like that obsessed with, you know, like just having a relationship and having a little family. Like, that's great, but there's a part of me that is like a total apex predator, and that only really care about having free will on Earth, and like running the system, having territory. So now we have it. So now it's time to build. Now it's time to really take over. And let's do it. We got this. Till the next